Hi you guys, and welcome back to Rimworld. So, we're just going to keep going as we were going. In here I've designated a couple of things, so a wooden pallet, which we're going to stick bricks, and a dumping stockpile, which will contain stone chunks. I'm tempted to make the dumping stockpile out here and put a door, but if I put a door there, that's another point of entry, right? So, don't know at this point what I want to do in regards to that, but for now we'll try this, and if that's unfeasible, then we'll try something else. But now that I have that there, let's do a thing where we say stone bricks. Make any stone blocks, and we will say any skill range, and we will also say I want you to continue that as long as there is less than 300 stone bricks available. Cool. I think that's good. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, that'll get managed. And when it does, we should see a bill go up for 300 stone blocks. Or a do forever. I can't quite remember how the thing works. What do you say? You say make 1, so it'll probably say make 300. Anyway, it's the dead of night, so let's go to morning. Alright, I think it's pretty important by this point that we create a hospital-like building, because while we have this, that's only one room, right? But we should probably have a proper clinic going on at the very least. So I'm going to set up a wooden structure. I'm wondering, this seems to work very well. I don't think patients annoy each other because they are too busy being wounded to get thoughts of sleeping in the same room as someone else. But I can't actually recall for the life of me if that is true or not. So I'm going to go on the assumption that my pawns would just like to have their own rooms, I think, when it comes to being in hospital. Where should I put hospital, though? That is the question. Sick people are vulnerable people, right? So maybe we want to put them somewhere towards the back, where they can't just be raided and murdered during a event or something like that. I would like terrain rehabilitation so I could fill in some of this, because I'd like to actually put it here if I could, but it doesn't look like it. And if we have quick access off the rec room, that would be nice too. So, I'm going to put it across from here, which means that will be the wall there. That'll be a door. So, I'm just vaguely doing that so I can figure out what I'm doing. If I have 3 wide area, that should be enough for like a work area for storage and stuff like that, right? And then I think medical room would have to be 3 by 3 at least. So, okay. Getting ahead of myself. Let's put a wall in here. Because that's like, this is the clinic area. So then we'd have a door here. And then we'd have a 3 spaced room. And let's have room for multiple people. Let's say 4 beds currently at a time. Oh, I have to cancel these first. Annoying. Right. Maybe we should make it 5 beds. I hope I don't need to treat 5 people at once, right? But 5's a good number. And then, since you're right across from there, we'll actually put the hospital door, or clinic door. It's not much of a hospital. Here. Okay. I think that's going to work. Except, no, it's not lined up with the with the hallway. We've got some extra space. I noticed I did that here as well. That might make the workshop a bit bigger. Ever so. Ever so. So that fits the pattern. So, if that's going to be the case, we want that to fit the pattern as well. Means our wall will need to come out here. And I'll just do that to indicate to me that I need to do that, because we've got to move this now, based on the hospital. So I'm going to grab some of these to be moved. I'm actually going to put the priority up on here. And this time I'm actually not so worried about what kind of stone gets turned into stone bricks either, just due to the fact that we'll probably be turning a lot of it into concrete later anyway, once that becomes available to us. Got to assign a door here. There we go. Cool. So we'll wait and see how that ends up. But where can we move our farms to? Probably out here. Probably out here. Is that marsh? Yes, that's marsh. That's rich. So it would have to be up here, definitely. But that's fine. I have no issue with that. So in that case, let's start. While everyone's doing their thing today, I'm going to lay out some plans. Oh, we got smithing. Cool. Immediately going on to machining. Part of that thing that I want to do. It wasn't smithing we're after machining specifically, but you have to go through smithing to get there. Anyway, just going to grab the plan tool. That's marshy soil there, isn't it? Yes, it is. This is the other problem with jungle, is you have to compete with land. Which you wouldn't think you would have to, but you do. 7 by 7. Okay. So we could move it over a little bit and down a little bit. So I'm going to move it over by 2. Right. And move it down by 2. Now, that should be a nice farm to fit there. And we will grab fences. Wooden fence. You have no usable materials. Dang it. I need people to do some wood cutting. They're all being used in our clinic that we're building. So you can see that this is more organic than this, and that's intentional. This is meant to be organic so that we can fit up to 20 pawns, which is the maximum that is default in Rimworld, and I haven't changed that default. So we can just organically spread out from there for rooms. But this is a clinic, which hopefully we're not going to have more than 5 people in anyway, so I've planned for 5, which is why it's a far more nicely laid out building. Need some of that managerial stuff going on, my dudes, because I need you to do some wood cutting. Speaking of wood cutting, plant cuts. It's on a 2. They'll get to it. Not before they clean things, though. What I think I might do is order some cutting myself, so it's more urgent. More urgent. Cool. Alright, that should do. Crash is still working on dusters, which is lovely. I think that's... No, Gustav has the second duster, and this is the third one. How is your duster? It's awful. Which is annoying, which means that Gustav picked up that duster before Crash had a chance to destroy it. Or maybe that happened before I set the reclaim fabric thing, and I just didn't notice last episode, which is, you know, that is a possibility. I'm also looking at our hygiene situation and realise we probably should work on some proper hygiene facilities soon. Because we have all of this we can do, plumbing and water treatment and proper basins and toilets and bathtubs and showers. Where are you guys off to? Oh, chopping trees. Good. You do that. Right, I am back. It's actually been about a day. I was mostly waiting for our wood stocks to go up, and I've actually noticed why people are wearing Crash's terrible stuff. And the reason they're wearing Crash's terrible stuff is because I hadn't prioritized reclaimed fabric at the top. So what would happen is Crash would go on to make like a cowboy hat or duster rather than prioritizing tearing the terrible one apart. And so now people are wearing the bad clothing, and Gustav is actually upgraded. He did that all by himself. He went and replaced his awful one with a poor one, which does make sense. But now Crash is going to actually prioritize taking apart bad clothing, which is far better. So, I was waiting for wood so that I could do this. And because we want to move this as soon as possible anyway, so that we can expand properly along the beach. And I'm sure we'll end up moving this again at some point. It is just inevitable. As the place grows, we're going to be moving further and further out. And the farmland will be moving further and further out as well. But cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, it is morning. And we have cargo pods. I think they were there, and I just hadn't checked them. It's alpaca wool. I think I'm just going to let that rot, because we're getting plenty of cloth and so on at the moment. And we don't really need something as warm as alpaca wool right now. We've got some slavers from the White Pelican Lurker tribe. So we'll see what they're like. Maybe we can buy a slave today, won't that be nice? So, our hospital also needs to have some work done on it. Let's do some plywood in here. And then let's do horizontal planks in here. It doesn't need to be special because it's not people's bedrooms. But now we can actually set up furniture in each of these. So we will have beds made of wood. Actually, I'm a dummy-dum. I am a dummy-dum. Floors, cancel. We want sterile tiles. We don't have a lot of silver. We don't even have enough for a single room. You can build over it. So we will wait until we have more silver. We'll just have horizontal in there in the meantime. But then at some point we'll end up changing to sterile. Our bed can be in here. See, what could end up happening in the future as well is, since I've tucked these in the corner, is we could eventually get a hospital monitor and stick it in there and put another bed beside it, and that would be 2 beds from one hospital monitor. You can actually have 8 beds on one monitor. I think I've talked about this in the last series. and that has not changed, as far as I understand. So we'll let those beds be built, we'll turn them into medical beds. We probably want standing lamps in here. Put them in the corners. And I was just thinking to myself, how would I best want that to be done? Because that many standing lamps running at one time, not necessarily a fantastic thing. So I'm actually going to put a switch here, and then connect it to the rest of the power, and that way I can turn off the lamps when the hospital isn't being used, so that we just don't have 5 lamps running unnecessarily all the time. Because all the other spaces with lamps in them do get used. And this is a perfect example. This little clinic here isn't being used at all, yet it is going to have this lamp on all the time. So I'm actually going to turn that light off. Cool, we've got a fence in here, which means we can designate things, and before we designate things, we're going to say hunt this cassowary. So I don't want it in here when I start planting things. Thank you, Anubis set. Right. Hunted cassowary. So, what's the order I've got here? Heel, root, potato, rice, and cloth. Just stick down the 4 of them and then designate what they are. So, heel, root. You're already potato. Cloth. And rice. Nice. And then once we are actually done with having stacks and stacks of cloth, we could probably swap out the cotton crop to a smoke leaf crop, because haha, marijuana is useful in this game for keeping people in check, their moods in check. We have a minor break risk on max, and we have a mad animal. Boomelope. Dang it. I hate exploding animals. Ryan, my dude. As usual, this job falls to you. So which way are you going to come, Mr. Camel? Move Ryan up to here. You're looking like you're going to come from this way. So we'll move you here. Right. Now the problem with boomelopes is they explode large. And that happens. I kinda don't want people here, actually. So I'd rather let this fire burn itself out. So how about I tell you guys to stay home. That way I should give up on putting fires out. See, that's what I thought was going to happen. Go home. No, actually, the guest house can burn down. That's fine. Hopefully this isn't going to rage out of control to the point where it endangers us. Oh, look, here comes the rain. So that wasn't too bad. Set that back as a home area. And let everyone have free reign. Ooh, and I've just noticed something. We need to set you. There you go. Cool. Should we talk to the slavers, see what they have to offer us? Hopefully they won't go before morning is here. There he goes. Didn't want to disturb Max's sleep since he's got a mine break. Dang it! Dang it! Alright. Well. Ha! They saw Max coming and ran. Sorry, Max. I think everything is young enough here that I'm willing to delete these zones here. Which means they won't be replanted. Does it work? Yeah! Awesome. Brilliant. We can turn the hospital off. We don't actually have anything in here for them to work on. We'll end up putting the drug lab in there once that becomes a necessary thing. But we have to research that first. And we're still researching machining. We've got low food. Ah, that's something that I wanted to do as well. I actually want to raise this up to 50. Because I think Anubis can do 50. Extras get stored in the freezer. Because I think this will only take 20. So an extra 30 will be in here, and it'll be more time between going back and doing some work. So Anubis can do something else. Right, now that we have a hospital, what's next on the agenda for being built? I think we want to actually start investing in a training range. So our dudes can train in different skills like martial arts and ranged combat. I kind of expected these to clear themselves after they actually started being planted. Oh well. It is morning and I remembered to set these to medical beds. We're just moving this out now. It means that we've got one awkward sized room. That's fine. We could probably turn that into a bonus later on. But for now, I am looking for floors. We will continue with our plan in that area. So, training area or hygiene area? I think hygiene area, because again, people's moodlets are being affected by the fact that they don't have a decent place to pee or clean themselves. The question is, where do we put the hygiene area? I think we build it on the back side of the hospital. I think that's probably going to be the best place to put it. At this stage, because I kind of want to build the shooting range and stuff up here. So, let's think about how this structure is going to work. We're going to have, I think we're going to have 2 blocks. Split it right down the middle. One block is going to be showers. Why does that feel... feels wrong, doesn't it? Oh, I know why it feels wrong. This isn't a perfect square. In which case, I'm going to cancel some of this. Right. Toilet, door. Let's have like 1, 2, 3, 4 toilets at a time. We don't need that much space in the actual toilet area. Yeah, maybe we do. So we stick a door on the end. And then we have basins as well. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And we'll stick basins along this wall. So we'll have a door. And then we're going to have a shower block. A shower block will be exactly the same. Except that I didn't count that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 showers. And just for consistency, 5? Yeah. Just for consistency, we'll have it the same size out here, even though we don't technically need to. And again, we got that problem of asymmetry going on. So maybe it's just better to have like 6 showers at a time. I don't think we'll ever use 6 at once or 5 toilets at once, but hey, why not, right? And then the treatment can be out here, I guess, or maybe it should be on the beach side. Should probably be on the beach side. The treatment, by the way, is if you want to start using these things, they need to be hooked up to water treatment. So that peeps don't poison themselves with human excrement and defecant. Got some low food warnings, which is silly because we've got 20 food. We've actually got more than that. But hopefully that stuff will get built. And then once we've got a proper a marriage is on, really? Drop shots and crash? Yeah, drop shots and crash. Cool. Well, that's good. I think what we'll do is we'll put the marriage spot in here. So these guys have a proper room to have a marriage in without it being complete chaos. Because otherwise I think they'll put it in their bedroom. Which is probably not a wise idea. Okay. Okay. I'll be back. Alright, we've got a Manhunter pack. So... oh, of course it's boom rats. Of course the problem with boom rats is they explode, cause fires, and that's bad. What I'm thinking in my head now is that it's probably within our best interest. Do I still have those zones set up? Expand area. I never set them. It must have been a dream. Indoor areas. And the reason I want to make indoor areas is because if I create indoor areas with boom rats around, then the boom rats will eventually dissipate. Because they'll get bored and go away because they can't get into rooms. So let's go to our manage areas. We'll rename you to inside. That's descriptive enough, I think. And we'll just make sure to do all of this. If you include the walls, people will walk around the outside if they need to repair walls or doors or what have you. So we'll avoid doing that. But we'll make anywhere like this an available area for people to be. Now I think, I'm not totally sure, but I think they will cross gaps to go to allowed areas. So fingers crossed they do, otherwise I'll define some paths for them to be able to go. Actually, what am I doing? What am I doing there? Okay, and then we want to restrict people to stay inside. That way, as annoying as it is for them, yes, they are. They're crossing gaps to get to allowed areas. You guys are cheating. Did you know that? You're not meant to be able to try and get in. They do give up pretty quick on trying to break down a door, but they still seem to be trying to break down a door. What are you two doing? Cowering? Yeah. Whoa, let's go normal speed, please. Probably best not to go out the door where there's boom rats, dudes. Okay, they have broken down one of the doors, which is unfortunate. I really don't want to have to deal with them. And by deal with them, I mean kill them, because killing them will make them explode. So the question is... I mean, I can set people's state. What is that? We have flee, ignore, and attack. I mean, basically what we should be doing in this is making everybody ignore everything. Problem is, if I forget to change them back to their normal behavior later on. So don't let me forget. That's what I'm saying, guys. Don't let me forget. And now I am going to remove this from the allowed areas. Have they broken in anywhere else? No. Also, I was very put off by the fact that no one went and tried to repair the door immediately. Where is repairing? Research, clean, hall, craft, art. Where are you? I swear I used to be able to set repairing. Am I blind? Probably blind. Very blind. Okay, well. Just ignore them. Eventually they'll go away. I'd love it if you guys actually, like, stayed to your restriction, though. Get away, Ryan. Oh, I'm gonna set you to flee. So you're being really bad at fleeing. I don't want to attack them because they're gonna destroy everything just by being dead. Because what I think the problem is right now is, even if my guys are getting away and the Manhunters aren't getting satisfaction in killing anything, the problem is every time they spot a pawn which has wandered outside their allowed area, they are resetting their timer for when they'll just give up and leave us alone. So I'm going to do another thing. I'm going to try one last idea. I'm going to say a new area. We're going to call it bunker. And bunker will be just... Oh, they broke down the kitchen door. It will just be... Oh, it can't be the freezer because I'll freeze today. It'll just be the hospital. So we will restrict everyone to bunker. And see how that goes. Everybody go to bunker. Ryan, are you bleeding to death? No, but you are fleeing from... Ooh, boom rats that want to try and break down the door. Okay. Go, Anubis! Get away! Go, Anubis! You can do it! So much for not using 5 hospital beds at once, huh? Denied. Did I tell you to report the parent? Sand is outside allowed area. Oh, of course, that's why they're ignoring the doors. You guys noticed and I'm just a dummy. Please repair the door. No, don't. Oh, assigned to constructing. Toby, I need you to get up and do this. Oh, give up, thank you. Ryan. Dang it, Bobby. Oh, damn. I thought I was being so clever by ignoring the outer edge of everything, but I was not. I was not being clever at all. I was being dumb. Ryan, how are you doing? You got 20 hours to save you. Did you lose anything? You didn't lose anything. Which is fortunate. I may as well do. Let's see, a door here and a door here. See, if I had done this right the first time and not, like, made as many mistakes as I did, I think we would have been laughing. But because I did... Oh, we've got a mad animal now, too. Oh, wonderful. Thanks, Cassandra. Couldn't wait until the, crazy boom rats had left, could you? Oh, go away, boom rats. I need to save Ryan. Ryan requires saving. How's your... Got decent movement? Okay. Your asthma's bad, so it's up to you, Gustav. You're gonna have to rescue Ryan. I'm gonna be real micromanagey about this. And go. And go. Yeah. Alright. I'll wait for you to pass. Rescue. That's it. You got it. You got it, Gustav. You are the hero of the hour. Keep... No. I hate you, boom rats. I hate myself mostly. Because why did I do that? Could have been fine if I just didn't... I'm too impatient, that's what it is. So now we have Gustav on the ground with death in 20 hours. 17 hours on you. People are probably getting really annoyed about having to stay in the hospital with no food. Or ability to go toilet, for that matter. Would you go away? Just go away. Oh, the boar has shown up now, too. Ha. Drop shots. It's your turn. Save Ryan. Well, no, don't save Ryan. Oh. Ryan got up on his own. No, Ryan, what are you doing? No, come here. You dummy dumb. What doors are you attacking and why? Go for Gustav. You can do it, drop shots. No. Stop it. Stop it, boom rats. Stop it! You are the worst. You are the worst. Okay. People deal with things. Come on. Toby. Please work on this door. They're very angry. Well, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wait them out. So I will be back if something happens. If not, I'll come back once they've cleared out. Alright, I am back. Now, as you can see, there's no boom rats around. That's because I've loaded a previous save. Shortly after I went away, I decided to just see what would happen if I fast forwarded and left the game running. I don't know where I got the idea that Manhunter packs would leave you alone if they weren't able to get to you after a while, because all of my guys had basically gone insane and the boom rats were still around. There was no signs of them leaving either, and the boom rats were becoming severely malnourished in the meantime. And so the closest save I had was this one, which I think it's definitely after the fire, but I think it is just before that particular event happened. So Cassandra is obviously does that stuff randomly. In fact, I think this is the night before the morning where it happened. So I think what we'll see is that I'll get a new event, but it won't necessarily be a Manhunter pack. Which is fun. There we go. We got a mad animal, and it's a boar. So that's unfortunate. I should have, as usual. It's a habit, an unfortunate habit, or unfortunate lack of a habit actually, that sometimes I still forget to save once something happens if it's significant enough. I was too cocky about how that was going to go down, based on misinformation as well, that I just didn't bother saving, because I thought we're all going to hunker down and then the boom rats were going to leave, and that all went horribly wrong from the start because I did it wrong in the first place, and it turns out they don't leave. So, Gustav, you turn around and deal with that boar. Murder it dead, because otherwise it's just going to bother us. There we go. Well, actually, no, don't rescue it. Melee it to death. It wants to cause trouble. So, we're just gonna murder it. There you go. Now you can get back to whatever you were doing. So, back to the whole hygiene thing, I guess. However, we've gone long over time with the whole boom rat thing, so I'm gonna leave the episode here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!